Have you ever found yourself gazing up at the moon, marveling at its ever-changing shape, and wondered, how does the moon go from a thin crescent to a full radiant orb in the night sky? Well, you're not alone. This celestial mystery has fascinated humans for centuries. Today we unravel this enigma and delve into the intriguing world of lunar phases. The moon orbits Earth, and as it does so, the sunlight that reflects off its surface creates different shapes or phases. These are the changes we see from our vantage point here on Earth. But remember, the moon doesn't generate its own light. It merely reflects the sun's light, acting as a mirror in the night sky. The first phase, known as the new moon, is when the moon is located between the Earth and the sun. Its illuminated side is facing away from us, rendering it almost invisible to the naked eye. But as the moon moves in its orbit, more of its illuminated side becomes visible, marking the start of the waxing crescent phase. The moon continues on its path, and about a week after the new moon, we reach the first quarter. Here, the moon appears as a half circle, as we can see exactly 50% of the moon's illuminated surface. Things continue to get brighter as we enter the waxing gibbous phase. Now, more than half of the moon is illuminated, but it's not quite full yet. It's like the moon is keeping us in suspense, building up to its grand reveal. Which brings us to the full moon, the star of the show. The moon is now on the opposite side of the Earth from the sun, and its entire illuminated side faces us. It's a breathtaking sight, a perfect circle of light against the backdrop of the night sky. But the show isn't over yet. As the moon continues in its orbit, less of its illuminated side becomes visible, marking the start of the waning gibbous phase. It's like the moon is taking a bow, gradually exiting the stage. About a week after the full moon, we're back to the third quarter, where again only half of the moon's illuminated surface is visible. But this time, it's the other half. The moon then continues to wane into a waning crescent, with only a sliver of light remaining visible. It's the moon's final act before it goes dark and starts the cycle all over again with the new moon. In essence, the lunar phases are a celestial dance between the moon, the Earth, and the sun. They're a result of the moon's orbit around the Earth and the angle at which sunlight hits the moon. From new moon to waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, and finally waning crescent, this cosmic ballet is a spectacle to behold. So next time you find yourself under the night sky, do take a moment to look up and marvel at the moon. Whether it's a thin crescent or a full orb, remember you're witnessing a millennia-old celestial dance that's as fascinating as it is beautiful. The moon, in its silent, luminous way, is telling us a story of waxing and waning, of light and shadow, and of the eternal dance between the Earth, the moon, and the sun.